Hello friends, welcome to my laparoscopic video channel. Today I am going to describe a very important procedure which forms the basic investigation for infertility workup. So let's talk about diagnostic hysteroscopy. So in today's time, even if you are not well versed with advanced laparoscopy procedures, one should be confident enough to perform diagnostic procedures like diagnostic hysteroscopy or laparoscopy. Just to remind you all that this video is only meant for educational and academic purpose. So let's start performing diagnostic hysteroscopy. So as soon as you enter inside the cervical canal, these mucosal folds will guide you towards the intrauterine cavity and they will make your job easy. They will guide you exactly into the uterine cavity. So this hysteroscopy was performed by using 4 mm 30-degree telescope, and hence in this case the role of light cable is very important. The arrow that you are seeing on the screen is exactly the position of my light cable. So to focus right-sided tubal ostium, my light cable should be exactly opposite to the area whatever I am trying to focus. So similarly, now let's make a good use of light cable and try to focus the left tubal ostium. If you have noticed, on both sides there were bubbles which were coming out from the tubal ostium, and it is nothing but suggestive of tubal patency. So basically, hysteroscopy can be performed by two different approaches. The first one, or the difficult one, is the vaginoscopic approach, in which you don't catch hold of cervix and you screen entire vagina, and then without holding the cervix you try to enter inside the cervical canal. The other approach, which is commonly performed by the gynecologists these days, is the cervicoscopic approach. In this approach, you catch hold of cervix using valcellum and sim speculum, and then with or without dilating the cervical canal, you enter inside the uterine cavity. So after entering into the uterine cavity, you should keep your hysteroscope at the level of internal os and then examine the entire uterine cavity. In this case, the uterine cavity is grossly appearing to be normal. The structure which I am seeing exactly in front of my camera is the fundus of uterus. And now I am focusing the left sided tubal ostium followed by right sided tubal ostium by a swift movement of light cable. Also, at the same time, I will examine all the uterine walls. So for examining the anterior uterine wall, I will have to keep the light cable exactly downwards at 6 o'clock position. To examine the posterior uterine wall, I will have to take the light cable at 12 o'clock position. So I have completed my diagnostic hysteroscopy. Only positive finding was that the vascularity was found to be on a lesser side, and hence I have planned D and C curettage, and I will send the endometrial sample or specimen for TB PCR. Thank you.